What's going on, everybody? It's the Tutor here, bringing you a very special video today about the new Final Fantasy set. I know many of you may be new to the Magic the Gathering franchise, and I know how exciting it is for you to see your favorite Final Fantasy characters in a popular card game like Magic the Gathering. And that's what I'm going to show you. I'll be going through each of the sets and showing what cards are in each of the sets. And just as a bit of warning, I played only a little bit of the Final Fantasy VII, so I won't know why some spells are the way that they are. So if you have any idea as to why the flavor of the card is the way it is, please share it in the comments below. Now, let's get straight into it. Next up, we have Final Fantasy II. Now, I'm not I don't know anything about Final Fantasy II, but I do know that there are some really cool artworks about some really cool kind of looking designs for these cards right now. And then we're going to go through them one by one just to showcase what they can do. So right here we have the mono white cards, and there's only 4 of them in this set, so not too many. But first we have Minwu White Mage, and you have just the typical default card, and then you have the extended art. So Minwu White Mage, Vigilance Lifelink, whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on each cleric you control, once again going with the cleric themed that we kind of saw with Final Fantasy I. The same exact effect. Next we have Firion, Swordmaster. It's a 2-cost card, 1 colorless, 1 white. It's a legendary creature, which means you can use it as a commander. And it is a Dwarf Advisor. Whenever you cast an aura, equipment, or vehicle spell, draw a card. Honestly, that seems like a very fun card. Very nice, simple effect. And it might not be a terrible first commander for new players. Next, we had Minwu, Rebellion Strategist. I'm not sure if White Mage is the same as Rebellion Strategist, but either way, cool art. And this is a legendary creature too. It's a cleric with lifelink. It's a 2/4. Whenever an opponent attacks with creatures, if 2 or more of those creatures are attacking you and or planeswalkers you control, draw a card. Whenever an opponent casts their second spell each turn, draw a card. So just some card draw, which is really nice. And you can find these cards in these sets right over here. This one's just that. Pre-release packs. MTG Arena, of course. All right. Next, we have 2 monocolored blue cards. We have Swallowed by the Leviathan. It is an instant. It is a 3-cost card, 2 colors, 1 blue. Choose target spell, Surveil 2, then counter the chosen spell unless its controller plays 1 for each card in your graveyard. Kind of a fun effect. Next, we have Wild Rose Rebellion. It is a 2-cost card. It's a counterspell, essentially, which just means if you play a spell, which is basically any card apart from land, you're able to negate it and have it get put in the graveyard. So you can find these cards here. Oops. Then you have it right here. Next, we're going to go to black. Next, we have Hecate's. It is a 1/1 ooze horror. When this creature enters, each opponent discards a card. Neat. Seems like that feels like a Hearthstone card, honestly. Next we have the Emperor Hell Tyrant. It is a 4-cost card, and it's a legendary creature. It's a cleric. Protection from humans. Interesting. Pay 1 life, sacrifice another creature, put a -1/-1 counter on up to 1 target creature, and draw a card. And you can discard a card to proliferate, which we know proliferate's a pretty strong effect. Next, we have the red cards. And we have quite a few of the Firions right here. And I mean, right here, you have 3 different ones. I mean, you have the legendary creature. It's a legendary creature, human rebel warrior. Equipped creatures you control have haste. That's just naturally good, honestly. Especially if you're in an equipment deck. Whenever a non-token equipment you control enters, create a token that's a copy of it, except it has this equipment's equip abilities cost 2 less to activate, and I can sacrifice that token at the beginning of the next end step. So that's definitely like a go all in, just kind of rush them to death. Next we have Random Encounter, and this is honestly some sick art. I'm not sure um, what this thing is right here, but it looks super cool. It's a sorcery. It's a 6 cost one, and you can shuffle your library, then mill 4 cards, put each creature card milled that way onto the battlefield. They gain haste at the beginning of the next end step, return those creatures to their owner's hand. And you can actually use or pay A for a flashback to do it again, essentially. Oh yeah, Furion again, and they're the same effects. Now let's just kind of go through these one by one, just so you guys know where you can get them. And Furion looks kind of dope. I think he might be the main character. Once again, I only played Final Fantasy VII, so I have no clue. And another Furion. And this one's only in collector boosters and gift bundles. Next, we have Green. And look at that. There's a little chocobo right there. It's a token creature, bird. Whenever a land you control enters, this token gets +1/+0 until end of turn. It's a 2/2. Pretty nice. Pretty cute. Gotta love it. Next, we have Coliseum Behemoth, who looks like an absolute beast. I mean, he's a 7 cost card with 7/7. He has trample, and when it enters, you get to choose to destroy a target artifact or enchantment or draw a card. Might be too expensive just for that, but I mean, especially that late in the game, at least in the commander format. But I mean, it's a cool card. It looks cool. Then you have Commune with Beavers. Look at the top 3 cards in your library. You may reveal an artifact creature or a land card from among them and put it into your hand, and you can put the rest on the bottom of your library in random order. I hope everyone here gets the Chocobo to bless their rolls. I love me some Chocobos. Next, we have multicolored cards, and there's only 4 of them. You have this nice, cool art card, the 13th out of 53. And it's actually of this card right here, which is the Emperor Palamecia. It's a legendary creature. It's a human noble wizard. And you can tap it to add a blue or red, and you can only spend that mana to cast non-creature spell. And whenever you cast a non-creature spell, if it is at least 4 mana, you can put a +1/+1 counter on her. Then if it has 3 or more +1/+1 counters on it, you can transform it. And let's look at the transform card. The Lord Master of Hell. I feel like that's a spoiler, but I don't know. And it has Starfall, sorry. Whenever the Lord Master of Hell attacks, it deals X damage to each opponent, where X is the number of non-creature, non-land cards in your graveyard. So pretty nice. It's very powerful, effective, especially since it's every time it attacks. Next, you have Sid, Timeless Artificer. It's a legendary creature, human artificer. Artifact creatures and heroes you control get +1/+1 for each artificer you control and each artificer card in your graveyard. That's actually a really fun effect. I'm not sure how many artificer cards there actually are, but it's pretty cool. And a deck can have any number of cards named Sid Timeless Artificer. That includes Commander then, and Cycling, which means you can discard a card and to draw a card. All right, so let's quickly we're almost done with this. Final Fantasy 2. Let me know if you guys know much about Final Fantasy 2 and who these characters are and if their flavor makes sense. Like, all the world shall fall by my hand. Yep, kind of figure they were a bad guy. And some lands. This is Crossroads Village. Don't know what Crossroads Village is, but a land enters tapped this land enters tapped as it enters. Choose a color, and you can add 1 mana of the chosen color, which can be very good. And then this is the Swamp card, and pretty cool right here. Looks like it's in some precons. All right. Well, thank you everyone so much for watching. Be on the lookout for the Final Fantasy 3 cards. I believe there's a lot more of them than the Final Fantasy 2 cards. Let me know if you guys are excited or if they did the Final Fantasy 2 cards justice. And just anything else you want to comment, feel free to do so. And of course, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You guys have a good one. Thanks.